Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. This morning, duo Cat Deeley and Shephard didn't hold back their reviews as they sampled a creation from Meghan Markle's recipes from her new Netflix series. During one installment, Meghan, 43, is seen whipping up a breezy one-pot family meal. ITV's morning show hosts took it upon themselves to recreate the culinary delight, attempting Meghan's very own single-skillet spaghetti, a quirky take on cooking pasta with all ingredients in a single pot. Inviting Irish chef Clodagh McKenna onto This Morning, the pair set the stage for Clodagh to present her version of the Duchess's recipe, prepared to precise detail as demonstrated on Netflix, with the cook hitting pause to capture every step. Upon serving the dish, the TV chef implored, "So have a taste of this and think, is this a delicious pasta?" Emphasizing the TV-worthy quality, she added, "Because if this is on television, it should be a delicious pasta," reports Wales Online. Yet, as the ITV stars dug into their meal live before viewers, silence descended. Their faces were calm before diplomatic Ben admitted, "So, I hear what you're saying. The fact that it's simple for me is a real big advantage. I'm not sure it's got as much flavor as the things you would usually make for us." He remarked, "Usually, the things you make us are bursting. We can taste all the tomatoes and herbs and things going into it," before querying, "Is it bland?" To which Cat declared, "A little bit, but I'm sure the kids will love it," as Ben concurred with a nod, and Clodagh giggled along, evidently sharing their sentiment. The recipe in question, showcased in the first installment of Meghan's Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, had Ben and Cat, among others, at odds. In the debut episode, the Duchess of Sussex presented single-skillet spaghetti as a staple meal in the household she inhabits with Prince Harry and their children, Archie 5 and Lilibet 3. Traditional Italian culinary practice typically involves immersing pasta in a vast cauldron of salted boiling water while cooking additional essentials separately. Bucking convention, Meghan simply employed 3 cups of boiling water directly onto raw pasta and amalgamated all her cooked elements together in a covered pan. Viewers on X were evidently split down the middle by the show's content, as one observer quipped, "Netflix paid a lot of money just to let us know Meghan Markle doesn't know how to cook pasta." Another fan made light of the situation, "Next, she'll show us how to make frozen pizza." And yet another critic added, "She overcooked the noodles." However, some disagreed, with one writing, "The pasta looks fine in the end, but I think Italians screamed at their TVs when she poured water into the sauce," while another declared, "It looked delicious to me." The This Morning studio had seen its fair share of unusual moments, but Friday's show was about to go down as one of the most talked about in months. Shephard, ever the charming host, found himself at the center of a light-hearted storm after daring to give an unfiltered opinion on Meghan Markle's much-hyped recipe. The segment had been teased all morning. Up next, teased co-host Cat Deeley, flashing a mischievous grin, we'll be trying out Duchess Meghan's latest kitchen creation that's apparently gone viral across America. Will it impress Ben's picky taste buds? Producers wheeled in a sleek wooden counter dressed with bowls, jars, and a pristine ceramic plate. The recipe was Meghan Markle's take on a traditional comfort dish, quinoa and roasted vegetables paired with a delicate turmeric dressing. The This Morning chefs had followed the recipe down to the last grain, ensuring authenticity. Ben looked skeptical from the moment the dish was placed before him. "Right," he said, raising an eyebrow as cameras zoomed in. "I've survived everything from hot chili challenges to Gordon Ramsay shouting at me, but quinoa, this could be dangerous territory." Cat chuckled. "Come on, Ben, Meghan's put her heart into this. She says it's one of her favorite go-to meals for energy and balance." The presenter scooped a modest forkful, his brow furrowed as he chewed slowly, the audience leaning in. For a long pause, it seemed like he might deliver a glowing verdict. Then, with perfect comic timing, Ben swallowed and declared, "It's bland." The studio erupted in laughter, with Cat gasping in mock horror. "You can't call Meghan Markle's recipe bland on live TV," she cried, swatting his arm playfully. Ben doubled down, grinning but unapologetic. "I mean, it's perfectly healthy, it's nutritious, but let's be honest, where are the spices? Where's the kick? If I'm having my lunch, I want flavor, not just, well, quinoa pretending to be rice." Social media lit up within minutes. Twitter was ablaze with divided opinions, some viewers praising Ben for saying what we were all thinking, others accusing him of being brutally unfair to Meghan's lifestyle cooking. Memes of Ben pulling a mock-serious tasting face flooded Instagram stories before the show even went off air. Back in the studio, Cat tried to balance things out. She delicately tasted the dish and, with diplomatic precision, said, "I actually think it's quite refreshing, very Californian, very wellness." Ben wasn't having it. "Refreshing? That's what I call a glass of water, Cat. This tastes like someone whispered the word spice into the room but didn't actually put any in." Producers couldn't resist replaying his quip as the segment wrapped, and by lunchtime, entertainment outlets were reporting on Ben Shephard's cheeky dig at Meghan Markle's recipe. After the show, Ben leaned into the fuss during an off-camera chat. "Look," he laughed, "I've got nothing against Meghan. I'm sure she's a brilliant cook in her own right, but telly needs honesty. If I'd sat there and pretended it was the best thing I've ever eaten, no one at home would have believed me. My mom makes Sunday roasts you can smell down the street. That's my standard." By the evening, fans were begging ITV to release the behind-the-scenes bloopers of Cat struggling not to laugh as Ben tried to jazz up the quinoa with a splash of hot sauce he sneaked from under the counter. One viewer summed it up best online. "Meghan's food may be wellness-approved, but Ben's reaction was the real main course." And so, this morning once again proved its magic. A simple recipe test turned into the week's most unforgettable and hilariously honest moment of daytime TV.